Ever happened with you that you prepared a speech 100 times and the time you're delivering it, you're even fluent, you're talking confidently, but the moment you looked at the audience, you realize some people are yawning, some are looking here and there. In a nutshell, they are distracted. And the moment you look at them, you start losing your clarity and eventually you start losing your confidence. If that has ever happened with you, then you need to understand one thing. People are not here to listen to your speech, your story, or your content. They're here to find one answer: WITFM. What is there for me? And to convey this answer to them, you need to build some authority over them. You need to build some connection with them. You need to generate some curiosity in them. And this is exactly what we are going to learn in this video. In this video, I'm going to share 3 powerful tips which I have learned after training 500 plus individuals, delivering 150 plus sessions, and getting 50 plus awards in public speaking. These 3 tips which I'm just about to share are gonna be game changing. So the first step is own the stage. Ever happened that you're delivering a speech and suddenly you start forgetting a point and you go like, looking up, looking down. And the moment that would start happening, you would see your audience would start disconnected. Your audience would start yawning, your audience would get bored. Now, how do you avoid that? You own the stage every time you go there. Instead of simply start speaking, just look at the audience right and left and say, good morning. Take a pause. And the moment you forget a content, now instead of going blank or saying ahs and ums, you play around with it. You either revise the concept, ask some questions from audience. And in fact, I'll share with you what I did once. So once in a Toastmaster meeting, I forgot a point midway. So simply I was talking about it. I naturally took a step back, drank water, and then talked about the point. Now this incident happened. Now after the speech, somebody came to me and said, Sushant, आपने वो जो pause लिया ना, अरे suspense क्या कमाल का build up हुआ था. Now my intent was not to build suspense at that time, but that fellow thought that I'm consciously, purposely doing it to build suspense. Why? Because the time I forgot it, I was like, and the third point is, take a step back, drink water. Now they started feeling curious. So always remember, you need to play around with the emotions. You need to keep your audience on edge. And to do that, you need to own the stage. Now, point number 2 is facts tell, but stories sell. I want you to write it on a big piece of paper and print it. Facts tell, but stories sell. Just think about it. Any brand which you ever own. Do you like Domino's? Do you like iPhone? If the answer is yes, why do you like it? The question is, did you consciously choose to like it? Like if you order pizza from Domino's, did you eat pizza at all the pizza outlets, made a list of ROI, okay, what is the cost, how is the taste, and then you decided to go for Domino's? I bet you did not do that. Rather, you went with the emotions behind it. You went with your friend's experience, your neighbor's story with Domino's, isn't it? And once that happens, the product becomes viral. Same thing goes with iPhone users. iPhone is so popular right now because the story which was planted by Steve Jobs back then was iPhone is a premium product and people believed in it. So we humans do not decide things rationally. We need to understand it. We humans decide things based upon the emotions, based upon what we are hearing from people around us. In a nutshell, we decide it based upon stories. There is a very good example for that. So one of my cousins, he is 12-year-old. So he always used to hate reading history. So he came to me and said, Bhaiya, कैसे मैं अपनी history को अच्छा करूं? How can I learn history? Now he was reading about Chori Chora incident and all what happened in the 1920s to 30 era. He was not able to recall it. So I made him watch the Bollywood movie Legends of Bhagat Singh. Now I asked him about the incident and he was able to recall it. Why? Once again, the same principle, because the books teach us facts, But movies sell stories. Facts tell, stories sell. Now you might be wondering how it can be beneficial for me, how it can be beneficial for my meetings. Let me tell you, you need to use storytelling in any scenario. For instance, if you're talking to a prospect who can be your customer. Now, one mistake which I have seen working professionals do is they talk very formally. Hi, our company do this work, they are able to do this, and we have achieved this. This is our mission and vision. No, describe your company in a short, and what makes your presentation more interesting is describe a previous client who has got benefited from your company's services. That's storytelling. Now the person has a reference point. You're presenting an idea in the company. Describe it like a story. Talk about what challenges your company has faced in the past and then narrate it. And now some of you might be wondering, oh, Sushant, this is tough. We need to learn it. Come here. I'll tell you a secret. Storytelling is super easy. All you need to do is to follow a 3S framework. First, describe a situation. Second, describe struggle. And third, describe solution. Any movie is based upon it. First, protagonist or the hero of that movie faces there is a situation like he wants job or he wants to marry a girl. Then the struggle comes, and then finally he overcomes all the struggle and find a solution. So if you're talking to a prospect about a client, talk about the situation of that client. What were the problems that client faced in the past? Talk about it vividly, and then talk about how your company helped them find a solution. Same thing goes with idea presentation, same thing goes with data presentation or anything. Situation, struggle, and solution. This is how you can frame your stories and impact the world. Now, third and the final tip is be an energy mirror. What do I mean by that? Tell me one thing. Ever happened that you're having a very bad day? Your boss scolded you. You did not get the desired promotion. You're frustrated, you're negative. And the moment you're walking inside the room, maybe in your society or in your house, you see some kids, they are playing. And they came to you, they smiled, and you also felt good. You forget all your stress, you hugged them, you started playing with them, you gifted them a chocolate, and you felt good. Ever happened? Now, I'm pretty sure the opposite is also true. That sometimes your state of mind is so frustrated that kids greet you and you scolded them. They started crying after seeing you. Both must have happened, isn't it? Now, why? Because in human psychology, we call it a phenomena called state transmission. That in any communication between two individuals, there is a state of mind, either positive or negative, which one could transmit to other based on which state of mind is stronger. If the kid's positivity in our example is stronger than your negativity, kid would transfer his state of mind to you. If your negativity in the second example is stronger than the kid's happiness or joy, you would make the kid scared. It's state transmission. So why it is important for us to know? Because as a public speaker, we need to understand if our energy is low, if our personality is not magnetic at the time we are speaking, then the audience is going to get negative energy, state transmission. If let's say the audience is tough and you're not tougher than them, you're not stronger than them, then you would surrender to them. You would lose your confidence. That's state transmission. That's state transmission. So make sure that your state is so powerful that the audience mirrors it. That's be an energy mirror. Now, if these 3 tips are bulb on moment to you, then I have a good news to you. The good news is, as an initiative of Confident Orators Hub, the training venture of mine, we are offering 40 minutes of free of cost one-to-one consulting calls for your communication journey. We are calling it as Clarity Call. We can discuss anything about your professional communication or public speaking, storytelling, body language, or anything which you feel like. So what all you need to do, you just need to fill the form which is being pinned in the comment, and then we will connect. So do that and share this video with anyone who either goes blank or who is boring while speaking, and let them know the magic. So do that, and I hope to see you in the one-to-one communication.